Hello everyone, welcome to a new video on the channel. Today we return to the northern Cairns region to explore Mulgrave Sugar Mill activity. Now, what makes today different than the previous times I've been here? Well, as of recording this video, the road transport due to the broken bridge hadn't started yet, but harvesting and cane bin shunting was still taking place in the area of Redlynch itself, instead of further north, which I haven't covered before. To spice things up, we will also be seeing some clips of chasing the sugarcane train heading northwards to Redlynch as well. For those who don't know, to give a brief rundown, Mulgrave Central Mill is a sugarcane crushing mill located in Gordonvale, about 10 kilometres south of Cairns, and has an expansive 610mm 2-foot gauge network coverage of around 200 kilometres, owned by MSF Sugar. Their trains operate during the seasonal sugarcane harvesting period each year, usually from June to December, running 24/7 weather and maintenance permitting. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin. Welcome to the Cairns Railfan. We begin by tracking down the northbound empties train to Redlynch. Here is MSF Sugar Mulgrave Mill Walker's GH500 Gordonvale, hauling quite a long rake for the Redlynch run, coming at 55 10-ton empties, alongside brake wagon BV19 on the rear to assist with braking of the train on the steep run through the suburbs of Cairns. The locomotive hauling this train, known as Gordonvale, is the usual diesel assigned to the Redlynch transfers between Mulgrave Mill and the northern Cairns area. Gordonvale started out as a 1067mm 3-foot 6-inch gauge diesel built by Walkers Limited in 1968 and used by Queensland Rail and known as the DH class. Quite a few of these locomotives were sold to sugar mills in Queensland after their retirement in the 1980s, with many having been now re-gauged to 610mm 2-foot gauge. Gordonvale here is ex-DH13 and was rebuilt by the Bundaberg Foundry in 1995 and is one of 2 ex-DHs working for Mulgrave Mill. The 10-kilometre line between the Edmonton suburbs and Redlynch is a very unique sugarcane rail line for its uninterrupted running through dense urban corridors. At first, in many places where housing now stands, the area used to be covered in sugarcane fields before urban expansion in Cairns. Evidence of this can be seen along the line with a few old and hardly used sidings here and there that would have been used to serve now long gone sugarcane fields such as the one here in Urville. The unique situation of this line now makes for an incredibly interesting place to chase, record and photograph sugarcane trains. After unfortunately missing the northbound suburban train at an extra spot due to it being faster than expected, we skip forth to the Redlynch depot where after the empty sugarcane bins are brought up, the crew switches to a smaller locomotive kept in the shed here. Today it was MSF Sugar, Mulgrave Mill, Clyde Engineering HD3R 13 Hambledon, built in 1964, first working as Hambledon Mill No. 3, before being transferred to Mulgrave Mill during the 1990s when Hambledon Mill closed in 1991. Hambledon Mill was located in Edmonton and operated trains on the northern lines we see here today. It's now time for the crew to park Gordonvale and BV19 up before proceeding with cane bin shunting duties on 13 Hambledon. Locomotive Gordonvale is sporting some new minor differences from previous cane seasons, including a new plough paint scheme and replaced engine panels becoming pure yellow without the red stripe alongside some freshly painted bogies. It wasn't too long until 13 Hambledon was already returning from the Redlynch Valley with 23 full 10-ton cane bins to set aside around the Redlynch depot before eventually coming back with empties. Here is the siding where empties were being dropped off and fulls collected for the day. Luckily, we get to see one of the many sugarcane haul-outs working for the sugar industry in Queensland. After the haul-out had finished loading a rake of bins, 13 Hambledon now reverses through the sugarcane fields of Redlynch, with 13 loaded 10-ton cane bins to be placed with the rest at the Redlynch depot. After a while, 13 Hambledon returned with a rake of empty 10-ton cane bins to be placed in the siding. Funnily enough, this siding is the one in Redlynch that has a brand new road rail ramp constructed for the future sugarcane road transport operations between Redlynch and the now isolated barren portion of the Mulgrave Mill network, so I hope that is a fun teaser of what is to come. And after that, 13 Hambledon would have been parked back up in the sheds and Gordonvale would have taken the full load of cane bins back south to Mulgrave Mill for crushing. So that's it for the video. Apologies for the slow upload time as it has been over a month since the last video release. I still have quite a lot of content to get out, so hopefully they'll be releasing over the next few weeks if all goes well. As it stands, the next video will be on the commenced road transport operations mentioned in the video, and then a compilation of various Mulgrave Mill activity in the Gordonvale and Aloomba areas. Coming after that, we'll see a video covering North Coastline action between Gordonvale and Babinda, featuring the Spirit of Queensland and Pacific National Freight Train. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you then. Goodbye.